Good afternoon, folks. My name is April Brum, and I hope you are having a joyful day in the Lord. For me, when we're recording this is Sunday. It is January the 1st, 2023, and I say the date and the time because things that are said here or prices or things like that may or may not be always the same. So you'll always know when this was recorded. Again, I'm April Brum. My website is aprilbrum.com. My mission in life and the reason why I believe that I'm still breathing is that I'm still supposed to be telling people about Jesus. There are several ways and several things that I have found to make it more useful and to help me get to more people faster. So that is the purpose of today's little Zoom, is to share with you three apps. See, look, my fingernail broke when I was running into the bathroom last night because the Georgia Bulldogs won the semifinal. So now we can always remember what day it was because I ran into the door jamb and broke my fingernail off. But anyway, there's authenticity for you, right? We're not all perfect and we're all going to be messy. But I do have this really, and the time is not correct, so don't pay attention to the time. But I have this handy dandy timer. This is a productivity tip. Okay. I don't know how many sides this is. 1, 2, 3. So what's a 6-sided thing called? I don't know. But anyway, you can drop that in the chat. Anyway, so this little timer helps me keep on task, because how many times have you gotten on the internet to quickly go on the internet and send one card, or quickly go on the internet and thank you, hexagon, and quickly go on the internet and sit down and send somebody a quick message? And 35 minutes later, you are still scrolling. What? So if you have this in front of you, and the reason why I don't care about the time, because I don't use this to watch the time because I've got a clock on my computer, right? But today I'm going to show you how this works, because if I were to turn this on its side where it says 5 minutes, watch. And the countdown begins. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 5 minutes telling you about the app, the first app that has helped me meet more people. And so if you're watching this, you're probably wanting to meet more people. Maybe you want to meet more people because you want to invite them to your next event. Maybe you want to meet more people because you want to tell them about Jesus. Maybe you just want to meet more people so you can make more money. And then you can fund more people that are telling people about Jesus. Whatever your mission is, you're going to meet more people and need to meet more people to make it happen. Very likely, right? Unless you're studying to be a monk. I don't know. But anyway, so I have 4 minutes left to say the very first app that I want to highlight is called Contact Mapping. And Contact Mapping, and I am going to, while I'm telling you this, I'm going to drop my link for Contact Mapping in the chat. Now, if you're watching this on the replay and someone else has shared this video with you, if I'm able to post this on YouTube or wherever, I'm going to put my link down there. But I will say this: app.contactmapping.com/hi/April. That's my link. And so that'll be in the transcript now, wherever we're doing this. Anyone else that is in this particular Zoom that we're in, feel free to drop your link in the chat for Contact Mapping. When you click on that link, it brings up your information, almost like a little, if you will, business card, so to speak. I'm going to share my screen really quick. I've still got 3 minutes. I'm doing good. So Contact Mapping is the orange C that looks like a little constellation. Okay. So when I meet someone new, I send them my contact card. So in other words, when someone gets that from me, they see that they can see my name, my email address, all the things, right? And so let's see if can I share it from here? There it is. Share your business card. So when I share it, I'm going to copy, share, and then how do I click on it? Anyway, that's weird. Oh, okay, there it is. So update your business card. So here's what I can do if I want to update my business card. You can put all of these things. There's all of my social profiles. It says what I do. It says why I do it. And then it says, this is what I wrote. Tell us about yourself. I'm a believer. I'm a pilot wife. I'm a boy mom, a people collector, a smile dealer, a magnet for leaders, joy, income, and peace. Right? So those are the kinds of things. And I'm not going to show people's detailed information on the contacts, but you can see right here, like for instance, my follow-up is my son's birthday is tomorrow. Right? So I put a follow-up so that I can mentally prepare, not that I'm ever going to forget the day that the child was cut out of me, but I can mentally prepare and get ready and go ahead and get stuff prepared for his birthday. Life is busy, y'all. Sometimes we have a brain cramp and we go, oh, shoot, I should have printed that thing off. I should have picked up that thing. I should have bought that thing. Like today, for instance, my mom made him one of her famous caramel cakes. So I've got to go to my freezer and go get it out so that it can be ready and I'm not getting it out tomorrow and poor thing's eating frozen cake, right? So it can remind you of follow-ups. If I click view all follow-ups right here, look at what's coming up. Jamie Cabone, Brenda Holly, Lauren Greenfield. Half these people, I don't really remember who they are until I click on them and until how do I unshare my screen? Stop share. There we go. Until I click on their name and remember who they are. Nope, y'all, I'm 53. I don't know how old everybody is on this screen, but I guarantee you don't have as many brain cells as you used to. So contact mapping helps me remember people better. And when you can follow up with somebody a week later after they text you and say, please pray for my mother, she's having surgery tomorrow, put a contact in your contact mapping and say, follow up with Michelle on Monday and ask her how her mom's doing. That will blow up your social equity with these people. Absolutely blow up. Yes, contact mapping makes your brain a better rememberer. And there's our 5 minutes. So now you go back to 0. Okay. So there's the first app. I promised you 3 apps today that are going to make your life better and make your life easier. There's the first one. It is free. Click on my link that you'll find, or the one that I gave you, app.contactmapping.com/hi/April. You can click on that and get your own business card for free. And there's some free things that you can do with it. I do use the pro version. I believe it's $30 a month or $300 a year for me and my business. And the reason why I do this and collect people, it is worth it to me. Okay. Now, app number 2. There's 5 minutes counting down. Here we go. App number 2 is called Send Out Cards. Send Out Cards is the reason why I'm able to take those reminders and duplicate myself. People ask me all the time, how in the world have you sent 20,000 cards in the last 6 years? It's because I can send a card in about a minute. And so while I'm talking to you about this and while I'm telling you that the reason why I'm able to do what I'm able to do is that I go to Facebook and people right now are posting their best and their worst. So here's Jackie. She's had a challenging year. I am going to save this to my phone. I'm going to go over to Send Out Cards and I'm going to tell her how amazing she is. I'm going to click on Flat Card. I'm going to click Create. I'm going to go to Photos. There's the card, the picture that I just downloaded. And on the back, I am simply going to tell her, Happy New Year, sweet friend, exclamation point. I hope that 2023 is full of blessings and gospel opportunities, exclamation point. If you don't have something like this on your phone that lets you love people in a tangible way in less than a minute, you are missing out. I don't care if you run a business. I don't care if you are a teacher. I don't care if you are a postal worker. You might be a volunteer at Salvation Army. Maybe you're a pastor. Maybe you're a missionary. But if you don't have a way to love on people quickly and easily, you're not going to do it. We all have drawers full of cards that we meant to send, and then we didn't do it. Why? Because we got to look up the address. We got to find a stamp. How much is a stamp these days? I don't even know. And then we've got to mail the card and walk it out to the mailbox. But you just saw me bless somebody in about 48 seconds. The ability to do that is gorgeous and ginormous in this world where everyone is hurting. Some of you that follow me on social media saw me last week say that I send about 250 birthday cards a month. I know it sounds insane, but if you look at how many people you have on social media that are connected to you, there's probably more than 100 or so birthdays that you would like to keep up with. Probably. And I almost made the mistake of decreasing my footprint in the world, because I have a friend named Kelly who moved away. I haven't seen her in years, but I keep her in my loop. I keep her on my list because I know her and love her. And she's one of those people that made me realize I will never not send cards, because I can't make 250 birthday cards individually a month. So I do send the same card over and over sometimes. And yes, I pay for them. Gladly, I pay for them. But I sent her a card for her birthday in December, and she sent me a message that simply said, "Your birthday card is the only one I got." And I realized that everybody needs to be seen. They need to know they matter. And they need to know that it's a good thing that they got up again that day. And someday that person's going to be you, and you're going to wish that somebody reaches out to you. But whatsoever you sow, therefore you shall reap. A lot of people say to me, nobody ever contacts me. Nobody ever reaches out to me. Are you a reservoir? Are you just keeping it all in and keeping it to yourself? Or are you a flowing river that lets things go through you and gives out way more? God will give so more through you than he will to you. Be that river. This app can help you do it. So that's number 2. Look at me with 15 seconds left. So that's app number 2. All right. Contact mapping is number 1. Send out cards is number 2. Now, so far, I haven't had you spend any money. Contact mapping can be free. And if you share send out cards with 5 people and they use the same plan that you use, that'll be free too. So far, I haven't cost you any money. Now, the third app and the final app we'll talk about today that has made my life so much better is called Marco Polo. Marco Polo is a free app. You can create a group of people that you'd like to keep in touch with. It can be a paid app, of course, because y'all need to understand that life is about commerce, right? I mean, it just is. So Marco Polo, you can see look how I've got my screen set up. I have people, I have earn. These are apps that help me earn money. I have shop, Amazon, Cash App, Zappos. I have learn. This is where my Bible app is, and this is where my podcasts are. Then I have create, things that I can create here. I have protect. There's my insurance app and my bank and my thermostats and my Ring cameras. And then I have eat, all the eating places. Okay, so when I click on people up here, this is how I keep in touch with all my people. And you see this one right here that looks like a beach ball called Marco Polo. Get it? Marco Polo? I don't know. Maybe I'm too old, but we used to play Marco Polo in the pool. When I click on Marco Polo, these are people that I'm in touch with okay, that I can have a video conversation with anytime I want to for free. The only thing that you pay for is if you want to double time people, which if you're in a Marco Polo with me, you might want to double time me because I do tend to talk. But all of these people I have conversations going with. In these conversations, we have cried, we have laughed, we have prayed. I'm in one Marco Polo with 5 other missionaries, and I'm the only one in that Marco Polo that's not a missionary. But my family supports those 5 missionaries in this Marco Polo. And that is because Marco Polo is encrypted, by the way. If you have missionaries that are in closed countries, you can Marco Polo with them safely, and it's encrypted. So you can Marco Polo with these folks, and they feel like they're safe to say to you, and if any of y'all are connected with missionaries, if you're not connected with missionaries, go find some to get connected with. If you need some, I can supply you with some to get connected with. Connect with missionaries. They are so lonely. They are in other countries. Sometimes they are feeling like no one cares. Flashback to app number 2, you can send them cards and they'll know that they matter and that you care. But when you are connected with some missionaries, they are not allowed in the public eye of their donors to feel scared or frustrated or angry or irritated or tired. But in a Marco Polo, if they trust you, you can be their safe place to fall. What a blessing. What a blessing. So these 3 apps help me bless people, help me love people. God calls us to love. That is our job, y'all. I just thought of these 3 apps and I thought they would be useful. I had no idea where this Zoom was going. But God, in his infinite wisdom, right, takes over and he says, you know what? I need y'all to bless people. I need y'all to love my people. There would be no one on food stamps, welfare, whatever. No one would be in line if we just acted on our promptings. The Holy Spirit will put someone on your mind today. Here's my challenge. I got 48 seconds left. My challenge to you is close your eyes and be still for a second today and ask the Lord, who do you need me to bless? Who do you need me to love? And then I want you to reach out. Maybe you want to use one of these apps. Great. My send out cards link is sendoutcards.com/199121. And anybody else that has mentioned send out cards to you, you don't have to use my link. If someone else has mentioned send out cards to you, go use their link. Because when good people make more money, more good things get paid for and more good things happen. That is my belief and that is what I know. Ta-da. So I am going to wrap this up. Again, contact mapping, app.contactmapping.com/hi/April is my contact mapping link. My send out cards link is sendoutcards.com/199121. But if someone else has introduced you to either one of these apps, go use their link and get a relationship going with someone new that God puts on your heart. God says we are here to love one another. And we have, this is one of the cards that I send to people sometimes, and I'm going to end with this. I have this in my send out cards account. My name is April Brum, Brumm. I'm real easy to find. There's not a lot of me out there, thank the Lord. But contact me on social media somehow if you want this card mailed to you. 7 anxiety calming scriptures. And so I'm just going to read the first one is 2 Timothy 1:7, and then we're going to end with this. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but one of power, love, and sound judgment. All of this comes from the Lord. All of it comes from the Holy Spirit. He has created you for a reason. We all have talents and abilities, but we all have shortcomings. And that's why we need each other. So find somebody that's good at something that you're not good at and go befriend that person, and you guys become a power team and go change the world. My name is April Brum, and I love you all. And I want you to go love someone today, and then go get that person to go love 2 people and keep going. And the end of this year, at the end of 2023, you will have loved and you will have impacted thousands of people's lives for the gospel. I love y'all. Have a great day. Happy Sunday and happy 2023.